starts with these criminals driving a Toyota Hilux who had just finished robbing this premises and were about to exit. Coincidentally, the owner of the property was inside the red car that was passing in front of the gate. This is when the owner realized criminals were robbing their valuables. As the red car reversed, the criminals rushed to exit and vanished. Meanwhile, the owner is captured as she rushed to check what had been stolen from her house.
Yo, guys, I have a feeling these niggas were gonna come back, bruh. Cause yo, if it was me, I would have called the police and not entered the house at all. Cause what if they come back?
After assessing the damage the criminals had left, the woman is captured rushing back to the car where she grabbed her handbag and phone. We presumably assume she called the police. In these situations, the South African police might even come after 2 days.
After 2 days, yo, Namibian police might not even come at all.
The other lady who was inside the car was also captured, shocked by what they had just witnessed, and was also on a phone call, probably updating their relatives of what they had encountered. Situations like this teach us to be vigilant and have better security at our homes, as criminals are always lurking. In this video, we see 5 men robbing this house. 2 men are captured busy trying to break in the door while the others are acting as lookouts. The influx of criminals show how tough life is in South Africa. These criminals are usually foreigners who fail to secure a job when they migrate to South Africa. To earn a living, the criminals resort to stealing for money.
When they say foreigners, ne? I'm thinking of one nation only. But I won't say anything because this is YouTube. You never know. Maybe these people are subscribed to my channel, but yeah, I'm thinking of one nation only. Yo, let's continue.
The door gave these criminals a torrid time as it refused to budge. Kudos to whoever made this door, as it stood firm against a number of strong men. The other criminal is also captured breaking into the parked car outside the house, as they were now looking for anything to take with them. After failing downstairs, the criminals went upstairs and tried to break the door. Unfortunately, one of the criminals noticed the camera and knocked it down, so our video ended midway. We just hope these criminals failed in doing their evil plans. Moving on, we have these 3 men who were trying to break into this house.
Wait, isn't that like a woman?
Let's have it. Let's have it.
Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see.
It is funny to realize that some criminals are actually big-bellied with money that they steal.
Okay, this guy is dissing the criminals.
Some criminals actually have businesses that they run as a way to clean stolen money. These operations are so popular in all underworld industries. These criminals had divided roles and were trying on 2 doors that gave access to this house. 2 criminals were on the main entrance door while the other one is captured on the kitchen entrance door. The doors gave these criminals a torrid time and they failed to break in. These are doors anyone who lives in South Africa should get. In a country where there is one of the highest crime rates in the world, such security is essential. After failing dismally, the criminals left the property and went on their way. The house owner was thankful to Maxidor, a company which manufactured the doors, as they had stood up to the task. This video starts with a maid opening the door for a man. The maid seemed to be uneasy as she opened the lock. What was going on here was much darker than how it all seemed. We then transition inside, where the camera films the same man entering the house, followed by a young lady. More men follow the young lady inside the house. We can clearly
So, hold on guys, let me move myself to the other side. Okay.
see how the young woman was uncomfortable there. The situation seemed tense as the men sat down and made themselves at home. What was happening here is absolutely terrifying. We then see the other man walking towards the maid while carrying a firearm. These men had clearly came to rob the house. They had used the young lady to enter the house. She must have been coming from somewhere when she suddenly got involved in this terrifying situation. The maid had no choice but to open the door after seeing the young lady. She cared for being held at gunpoint by these culprits. We see the men demanding everyone to go to a separate room as they planned their robbery. This must have been terrifying for the people involved. Moments later, we see the robbers back in frame after they had taken valuables from the house. They requested for the maid to open the door as they prepared to leave. One of the robbers seemed eager to continue his havoc. We see him being aggressive towards the maid as he seemed to be aggravated by something. Unfortunately, there is no way to know what happened when they went out of frame, as the video ends there. These situations are always extremely dangerous for victims, mostly when the robbers have the upper hand. Complying is always recommended in this situation to avoid escalation. The maid handled this very well in the best way possible. The video starts.
This guy low-key looks like The Undertaker. What do you guys think? Low-key looks like The Undertaker.
With 2 men walking around the house. We first see one Ma opening doors as he seems to be looking for something. We then see another man reading a newspaper as he follows behind. The second man is also a criminal, and they were about to rob this house. These 2 men had been let into the house by the owners, as these 2 men had posed as potential buyers of the house. Unbeknownst to the owners of the house, it was a grave mistake to leave these men checking out the house on their own. The man in the black jacket looks like he is communicating something to the man reading the newspaper. This whole situation looked tense, as they seemed to be some suspicious activity going on here. The man then continues to open drawers as he must have been looking for something specific.
But what if this man in the black is robbing the white man? Problem is, the white man looks so comfortable, as if there's nothing going on.
The man reading the newspaper looks unbothered in this tense situation as he holds his composure. This was definitely a robbery in progress, as we see the culprit look for valuables under the bed. The drawer opening and searching continues as the man seems to not find what he is looking for. This must have been a bad experience for the owner who didn't know a robbery was taking place inside the house. The two culprits continued to take what they deemed valuable as they prepared to escape. We then see the second culprit putting the laptops inside the bag. The two criminals went off with all the stolen items. The owner of the house joined the two men but never suspected anything. She had nearly caught them red-handed as they packed the laptops into their bag.